Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, students. So today is 28th January, and today was your JEE Main exam. Okay, so we are going to discuss JEE Mains paper shift 2. Okay, so we will start with mathematics, and if I talk about paper, if I talk about today's exam, so I hope you all have done very good because the questions was not that much difficult. The questions was not that much difficult. Basically, we have analyzed that many of those questions were based totally on class concepts. Okay, so if you have studied and revised your notes properly, then you can attempt all those questions very easily. So we will start by mathematics. Here we will go with the first question. Okay, this question was based on area under curve. Here two curves are given. The very first curve is x into y square plus 1 equals to 1, and the second curve is y square equals to 2x. See, if we want to write this curve in some other form, like x equals to 1 upon y square plus 1 and y square equals to 2x, since this is in our nature that we always want to see any function in the form y equals to fx, and here the functions are written in the form x equals to fy. So for ease in calculations, we can interchange x and y. Okay, here we can interchange x and y. So we can write it like y equals to 1 upon x square plus 1, and this will be x square equals to 2y. Okay, we have interchanged x and y. Now we know both of these curves. We know graph of both of these curves. First graph, that is y equals to 1 upon x square plus 1, seems like this. And x square equals to 2y is like that. Okay, now if we solve both of these curves together for this point of intersections, if we solve both of these curves together, how we can do that? Here we can write it like y into x square plus 1 equals to 1, and this is x square equals to 2y. Now we can put x square as 2y here, and we can write it like y into 2y plus 1 equals to 1. Okay, now this is a quadratic equation in y, that is 2y square plus y minus 1 equals to 0, and we will get two factors like y plus 1 and 2y minus 1. Let it solve. 2y square plus y minus 1, so 2y square plus 2y minus y minus 1 equals to 0. So here we take common 2y and we get y plus 1. Okay, and here we get minus common and we get y plus 1. Again we take common y plus 1, and the second factor is 2y minus 1 equals to 0. From here we get two values of y, that is y equals to minus 1 and 2y minus 1 equals to 0, means y is equals to 1. Here we can see that the complete region is lying above x-axis. So negative value of y is not acceptable. Now we have a value of y that is equals to 1. If we put y equals to 1 by 2, if we put y equals to 1 by 2 in this curve, we will get x equals to plus minus 1. So now we have x equals to minus 1 and x equals to 1 as point of intersection. So the region enclosed by both of these curves is this one. Okay, and if we analyze, we can see that this region is symmetric about y-axis. So to found the area of this region, we have to find only a is equals to 2i, where I is the blue shaded region. ठीक है ना? Okay, so a is equals to 2 into I. The value of I will be, we integrate it from x equals to 0 to x equals to 1, and the upper curve is we take here vertical strip, we take here vertical strip, we take here vertical strip. The upper curve is 1 upon x square plus 1 and the lower curve is x equals to, sorry, here where is this curve, y is equals to x square by 2, x square by 2. Now we integrate this. The first one is tan inverse x and the second one is minus x cube by 2 into 3, that is 6. We integrate it from 0 to 1 and after integrating it we will get pi by 3 minus pi by 2 minus 1 by 3. So this question was not difficult, okay, only calculations were involved, and if we do calculations properly we can solve this question and easily we can get the answer, okay. So we will move towards next question, okay. This question is fx is given and defined on 0 to 3 to a. The domain is close interval 0 to 2, 0 to 3 and range is a. Codomain is given a. Now gx is defined like x power 2025 upon 1 plus x power 2025 and domain is given positive real numbers and codomain is given b. Now fx and gx are given as onto function, means this a and b will be range of this function f and g. So we have to find a and b, first we have to find range of function f and g. Later it is asked that there is a set given in which the elements of that sets are set of all those integers which are belongs to set a and set a or set b, okay. So x belongs to a and x belongs to b. So to write this set we have to identify a and b, that means we have to find range of function f and g. So function fx is polynomial, we write fx 2x cube minus 15x square plus 36x plus 7, okay. So f dash x will be 6x square minus 6x square minus 30x plus 36. We can take 6 as common value and we will get 6 into x square minus 5x plus 6, that will be again x minus 2 into x minus 3. Now we want to check monotonicity of this function fx in interval 0 to 3. In interval 0 to 3 we want to check monotonicity of this function f. 0 to 3. In 0 to 3 the function have two critical points, that is x equals to 2 and x equals to 3 itself, okay. Here function will take positive values, here sorry not function, f dash x will take positive values, and 2 to 3 f dash x will take negative values, and here again positive. It means if function is increasing from 0 to 2 and decreasing from 2 to 3, it means we have to identify values at x equals to 0, at x equals to 0, at x equals to 2 and x equals to 3 for function fx. So f of 0 we can see this is 7, f of 2 we can see f of 2, 2 into 2 into 2, 8 into 2 16, 16 minus 60, 16 minus 60 plus 72 plus 7, okay. So we will get here 30, 72 plus 7 79 or 80, sorry 95 minus 60, yeah I got 35, okay. Value of f of 3, value of f of 3, value of f of 3 will be 27 into 2 54 minus 9 into 15, 9 into 15 135, 9 into 15 135 and 36 into 3 108, 36 into 3 108 and plus 7 plus 7. The function is defined on the set 0 comma 3 and it is increasing from 0 to 2 and then decreasing from 2 to 3. So value at x equals to 3, we will get 108 plus 54, 162 plus 7, 169, and minus 135. That will be 34. 34. So f maximum value is 35 and minimum value of f is 7. So range will be 7 to 35. Range will be 7 to 35. Now we have to find range of this function gx. Gx is written like t upon 1 plus t, and since it is defined on interval, close interval 0 to infinity, so we can say that this complete function will be belongs to 0 to 1. At 1 we will get a open bracket. Okay. Now S is defined as set of all those values of x where x is an integer and x belongs to A or x belongs to B. So in set A we have total 35 minus 7 plus 1, that is 29 integers. 29 integers, and in this set we have one integer. So total number of integers, because A and B both are disjoint sets, so in union we will get exactly 30 elements. So correct answer for this question will be option B. Okay, this question was also easy. Here we have to find range only. So for function f, to finding range for this function, it is very easy because this is a polynomial. This is a polynomial, and for polynomials it is very easy to find their range because we have to differentiate them and we have to check the critical point, and also we have to check monotonicity in the given intervals. Okay, so this was very good question. We will move towards next question. Okay, hello. I think there is a problem in some sound, so I will check it. Okay, so I hope now the problem is solved. Now we will move towards the next question. The next question is, here an equation of circle is given. The equation is x square plus y square minus 8x equals to 0. Okay, and the second curve is given hyperbola x square by 9 minus y square by 4 equals to 1. Okay, and it is given that both of these curves intersect at 2 points A and B. Intersect at 2 points A and B. So we can take, this is an hyperbola, this is a hyperbola. Okay, and a circle cuts it at 2 points. We can take it like that. Okay, and the point of intersections are given as A and B. Point of intersection given as A and B. To find this point of intersection A and B, we will solving given curves together. Given curves together. Given curves together. We will solve these curves together. So we will get x square plus y square we will take from here. That is 4 times x square by 9 minus 1 minus 8x equals to 0. Right? Now there is a quadratic in x, that is 9x square plus 4x square, 13x square. Okay, on 9 into 8, 72, that is minus 72x, and here we will get minus 36, that will be equals to 0. So I hope calculations are going well. Now 36 into 13, 36 into 13, we can write it like 6 into 6 into 13, 6 into 6 into 13. So 13 into 6, 78, and this 6, 78 and 6, 78 minus 6, will give 72. So we can break the middle term like minus 78x plus 6x minus 36 equals to 0. Now we take common 13. 13x into x minus 6, and here we take common 6, that will be 6 into x minus 6. Now the factors are x minus 6 and 13x plus 6 equals to 0. From here we get two values of x, that is x equals to 6 and minus 6 by 13. Now what value of x we have to take? If we put x equals to minus 6 by 13 in this equation, so you all can check, we will get some positive value equals to 0. That is never possible. That is never possible. So we will follow x equals to 6 as value of x. X equals to 6 as value of x. So for x equals to 6, we put value of x equals to 6 in this curve. That is hyperbola. X square by 9 minus y square by 4 minus y square by 4 equals to 1. We put x equals to 6, and from here we will get y square as 4 into x square by 9 minus 1, that is 4 into x square means 36 by 9 minus 1, that is 12. Y square, value of y square is 12, so we will get y equals to plus minus 2 root 3. So corresponding to x equals to 6, we get two values of y. So we can say कि coordinates of A are 6, 2 root 3 and coordinates of B are 6, minus 2 root 3. Now we take the third coordinate as Cx, y. And in this question it is asked that we have to find locus of centroid of triangle ABC, as well as it is given that point x, y is lying on 2x minus 3y plus 4. 2x minus 3y plus 4. So we assumed point C as x, y. Now we have to determine locus of point P. So we assumed it as h, k. So from here we can write h is equals to 6 plus 6, 12 plus x by 3, and k is equals to 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3, 0, or plus y by 3. So value of x will be 3h minus 12 and value of y will be 3k. Now since point C is lying on the line 2x minus 3y plus 4. Point C lying on the line 2x minus 3y plus 4. 2x minus 3y plus 4 equals to 0. 2x minus 3y plus 4 equals to 0. So to eliminate x and y, and we have to stabilize the relation between h and k. So we put x equals to 3h minus 12 and y equals to 3k. And now we can see that we have stabilized a relation between h and k. Here we can write it 6h plus 9k minus 24 plus 4 minus 20 equals to 0. Now I replace h by x and k by y, and I get 6x plus 9y minus 20 equals to 0. So the locus of centroid of triangle ABC will be 6x plus 9y minus 20 equals to 0. Now we move towards the next question. This question was literally very good question, very nice question. Here equation of an ellipse is given. The given ellipse is x square by 9 plus y square by 4 equals to 1. Okay. And midpoint of chord is given. Midpoint of chord is given. The ellipse is x square by 9 plus y square by 4 equals to 1, and the midpoint m, that is root 2 comma 4 by 3 is given. Root 2 comma 4 by 3 is given. Now it is asking length of this chord. Sorry, The length of chord is also given in terms of some unknowns. That is, AB is length of AB is 2 root alpha by 3, and we have to determine value of this alpha. Okay. So idea is like that ki we have to find equation of this chord, and later we have to solve this ellipse and AB together to get point of intersection A and B. And from there we can apply distance formula and we can get the length of this chord AB. But we can do one more thing. If we remind parametric form of a line, because this distance is R and this distance is R, I take this distances as R because this is the midpoint of AB. So if this distance is R, this is also R. Okay. So by parametric form of line, what I can write, the x coordinate. Okay. So x I can retain as, I took a point xy. X I can retain as root 2 plus r cos theta, and y I can write as here 4 by 3 plus r sin theta. Okay. One more thing. Equation of chord AB. Because here it is required value of sin theta and cos theta, so we have to know inclination of this chord AB. So equation of chord AB will be t equals to s1, and t equals to s1 from t equals to x1, that is root 2x upon 9 or plus 4 by 3y upon 4 is equals to 2 upon 9 or plus 16 upon 9 into 4, 36. 9 into 4, 36. What will be the slope? The slope will be tan theta equals to root 2 by 9 with minus sign upon 1 by 3. That will be minus root 2 upon 9 into 3 by 1. That will be minus root 2 by 3. So we get value of tan theta as minus root 2 by 3. Tan theta as minus root 2 by 3. From here value of cos theta will be root 2 plus r into, what will be the value of cos theta? The value of cos theta will be 3 upon root 11. And since tan is negative, so inclination will be there in second quadrant, and in second quadrant cos will be also negative. Okay. And y will be equals to 4 by 3 because sine is always positive in first and second quadrant, and we take theta always in interval 0 to pi. So we will get 4 by 3 plus r into sine theta as root 2 upon root 11. Root 2 upon root 11. Since these values of x and y satisfy either a or b or both. Okay. And these points a and b are also lying on the ellipse x square by 9 plus y square by 4 equals to 1. So to find value of r, we can put it in the equation of ellipse. Equation of ellipse is x square by 9 plus y square by 4 equals to 1. Y square by 4 equals to 1. X is equals to root 2 minus 3r by root 11. Root 2, we can write it like 4x square plus 9y square is equals to 36. So 4 into x square, x is root 2 minus 3r, root 2 minus 3r upon root 11 square plus 9 into y square 4 by 3 plus root 2r upon root 11 is equals to 36 here whole square. Okay. Now 4 into root 2 square 2ab term, what will be 2ab term? So minus 6 root 2r upon root 11 and plus 9r square upon root, not root here, 9r square by 11 plus 9 times 16 by 9 plus 2 into 4, 8 root 2 r, 8 root 2 r upon 3 root 11, 3 root 11 or plus 2 r square by 11, that will be equals to 36. That will be equals to 36. Now we can see that the 2ab term in both these expansion, we can see it is 24 into root 2 r by root 11, and here again plus 24 into root 2 r by root 11. So we can cancel these terms. Now 4 into 2 8, or 8 plus 6 24, and 36 r square by 11 and 18 r square by 11 is equals to 54 r square by 11, that is equals to 36. So 54 r square by 11 will be 12. From here we get r square as 12 into 11 upon 54. This is 18. I think we can divide it by 6. So here we will get 2 and here we will get 9. So r square will be 22 upon 9. So r will be equals to root 12 by 9 plus minus. Corresponding to this plus and minus sign, we will get two values of r, and corresponding to those value of r we will get coordinates of a and b. But we have to do only one thing, like we have to find length of this AB. This is r and this is r. So length of AB will be 2r. So length of AB will be 2r. 2r. We will take modulus. So from here we will get 2 root 22 upon 9. And it is also given as 2 root alpha by 3. Sorry, this is 3. So 2 root alpha by 3. On comparing, we get alpha as 22. Okay. So this question was literally a very good question. Till now, I have discussed 4 questions, and from all those 4 questions, this question was literally we can put it in difficult category. Okay, the previous questions were quite easy, but this question we can put in difficult category. Okay, so now Dharmen sir will continue the next question. Thank you so much. Dharmen sir.
Good evening, students. Hope your paper is going well. Next question in math section. Hello student, this question is from integration chapter. In integration chapter, in every question in which we have getting the power in fraction, we have to remove the fraction power. So we will take the x raised to 1 by 4 as a t. So x equal to t raised to 4. We have to substitute these values. So dx will be differentiating both the side 4t cube dt. If we substitute the values in this integration, fx will be integration of dx will be replaced by 4t cube dt. Divide by x raised to 1 by 4 will be replaced by t into here t plus 1. We will cancel the 1t, then 4t square divide by t plus 1 dt. We have to divide the polynomial by polynomial, otherwise we can do one thing. We have to add, subtract and add and subtract 1. Then 4 t square minus 1 plus 1 divide by t plus 1 dt. T square minus 1 will be t plus 1 into t minus 1, 4 t minus 1 plus 1 upon t plus 1 dt. f of x equal to 4. Integrating t with respect to dt will be t square by 2 minus t plus log of t plus 1 plus c. We have to calculate the value of c with the help of f of 0 equal to minus 6, and we have to also put the value of t in terms of x. Then f of x equal to 4, t square will be x raised to 1 by 4, so it will become root x by 2 minus x raised to 1 by 4 plus log of x raised to 1 by 4 plus 1 plus c. To calculate the value of c, we have to put x equal to 0 and f of 0 will be minus 6. So minus 6 equal to 4. If we put x equal to 0, then 0 minus 0 log of 1 will be 0 plus c. So here we get the value of c will be minus 6. If we put the value of c minus 6, then fx will become f of x equal to 4 times of t square, sorry, root x by 2 minus x raised to 1 by 4 plus log x raised to 1 by 4 plus 1 minus 6. So we have to find the value of f of 2. So if we put the value of x 2, then the answer will be f of 2 equal to 4 times of root 2 by 2 will become 1 by root 2 minus 2 raised to 1 by 4 plus log of 2 raised to 1 by 4 plus 1 minus 6. So the answer will be A option. It will be the moderate question. We have to calculate, sun will be bit there, but question will be easy. Next question will be from probability chapter, and in probability base theorem questions are generally easy. Here will be in question there will be a 3 bags. So 3 bags, first bag 1, bag 2, bag 3. In bag 1, 4 blue balls, 6 white balls. In bag 2, 5 white balls and 5 blue balls. In bag C, 6 white balls and 4 blue balls. In base theorem, what we have to choose? We have to choose first the randomly one of the bag. Then we have to select the ball from each bag. So E1, E2 and E3 are the 3 events where E1 is the event where ball is selected from bag 1, E2 is the event ball is selected from bag 2, and E3 is the event where ball is selected from bag 3. We have equal probability of selecting the bags. Bag 1, bag 2 and bag 3, all 3 are selected at randomly. So the probability of selecting these 3 bags, P of E1 will be 1 by 3, P of E2 will be 1 by 3 and P of E3 will be 1 by 3. So the probability of both the 3 bags are equal. Now we have taken the event A. A event will be selecting the ball is white. So white ball selecting will be the A event. Then if we have to calculate P of A bar E1. A bar E1 means probability of A when E1 is already occurred. So E1 is already occurred, that means we have selected bag 1, and in bag 1 probability of white ball, that will be 6 by 10. P of A bar E2, it means probability of white ball in second bag, that will be 5 by 10, and P of A bar E3, that will be 6 by 10. After that we have to calculate the probability. Ki white ball already drawn, then we have to find the probability the ball was selected from bag 2. This means we have to calculate E2. Bag 2 means we have mentions E2 event, and A is already occurred. So we have to find P of E2 bar A. And by Bayes theorem, we can write P of E1 into P of A bar E1, P of E2, P of A bar E2, P of E3, P of A bar E3. And in numerator, we have to write the E2 event. So we have to write corresponding E2 probability, P of E2, P of A bar E2. After putting these values, we will get the answer. P of E2 means 1 by 3 into A bar E2 की value 5 by 10. Divide by P of E1 1 by 3 into 6 by 10 plus P of E2 1 by 3 into 5 by 10 and P of E3 1 by 3 into 6 by 10. Here we cancel the common terms like 1 by 3, 10, then we will get 5 upon 6 plus 5 plus 6. So the answer will be 5 by 17. So the correct options will be 5 by 17, option A. This question also was medium level, or it will be count easier side more. From now onwards, the physics faculty will continue for the physics section. So stay tuned for physics.
So good evening students, I hope you did well in your examination, and today I will discuss your physics paper. So now onwards mathematics team have discussed the mathematics portion, I will discuss physics portion. After this chemistry team will come, and so on we will continue. So as we are getting papers from students, and these are, you know that all these papers are memory based questions. So that's why we are taking lot of time and we are putting lot of effort to accumulate these combinations and make PPT proper, and so that we can discuss it. So now I will start physics portion first of all, and I'm having a short number of questions like 5 and 6 numericals. After that chemistry team will follow. So in the physics, if I say that what was the difficulty of paper and how was the trend of the paper, so as we know that till now in JEE Mains examination after COVID, physics paper or you can say that difficulty of physics is not that much as earlier in comparison to previous previous or you can say previous COVID. So that's why you can now see that in physics department the numericals are you can say very short numericals or direct numericals which are formula based. If you have remembered the formulas and how to apply it, then you can easily solve these numericals. You can easily solve this. So till now we are getting very medium to easy level of numericals from physics. Now first of all discuss this first numericals. So this numerical is from EM waves and this numerical comes under EG portion because you can say that after applying a very short short formula we can solve it directly. Now let us continue to the numerical. Now we have given that the magnetic field is given as, so we are given magnetic field and this is the equation of our magnetic field. This is its amplitude and this is the equation sine of omega t minus kz. And then the corresponding electric field in an electromagnetic wave is. So we are given magnetic field and we are supposed to find electric field. So you know that what is relation between electric field and magnetic field. We can say that E naught equals to B naught, E naught equals to B naught multiplied by C. Here E naught is amplitude of electric field, B naught is amplitude of magnetic field and C is speed of light, which is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. So from here we can say that our amplitude of electric field is, this is the vector term and this is its magnitude. So E naught will come out to be 30 multiplied by speed of light is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. On multiplying this we will get 90 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 8. And I can write it 9 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 9. And we know that electric field and magnetic field both are mutually perpendicular. And both are also perpendicular to direction of propagation of wave. So now I am drawing the wave, or you can say that I am drawing wave structure of this. So as you know that this is our x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. X-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. If wave is moving towards x-axis, then magnetic field will be towards z-axis and electric field will be towards y-axis. So I am trying to draw an 3D diagram. I hope you will be able to understand it clearly. So if wave is moving towards x-axis, then magnetic field will be in the plane of, or you can say magnetic field will be in the xz plane. It will be in the xz plane. And electric field will be in yx plane, in this direction. And from here you can see that electric field and magnetic field both are in same phase. Electric field and magnetic field both are in same phase. If our wave is moving towards x-axis, then electric field move towards y direction and magnetic field will move towards z direction. And you have seen it earlier that if electric field is moving in this direction, then magnetic field move in this direction. And both will be in same phase. That is, if electric field is at its maximum, then magnetic field will be at its maximum. So phase will be same for both waves. Now moving to the question part. So this is our amplitude. This is our amplitude. So from here we can say that this is our magnetic field and electric field will be, electric field and magnetic field on taking dot product of both E dot B, it will be 0. Why? Because magnetic field and electric field both are perpendicular. So from here we can say that we are getting root 3I plus 1 by 2 j cap. On taking dot product of these two, we are not able to get 0. So that's why this option will not be correct. Moving towards second option, we are getting half I cap minus root 3 by 2 j cap. On multiplying these two, we are supposed to take dot product. You know how to take dot product? If we are having two vectors, let's say A vector is I cap, let's say AI cap plus BJ cap. And B vector is alpha I cap plus beta j cap. Now on taking dot product of both two, we will write A alpha plus B beta. And if A vector and B vector both are mutually perpendicular, then dot product will be 0. Then this term will be 0. So from here we can say that on multiplying these terms, we are able to get 0, or on multiplying these terms, we are also able to get 0. So from this side, B and D would be correct, but we should also check its phase, that is electric field and magnetic field, both should be in same phase. So phase of the magnetic field is sine of omega t minus kz. Here we should also get sine of omega t minus kz in electric field, cause this is writing cos of omega t minus kz. This will give a pi by 2 phase difference, which is not correct. So we will go with B option. So this is B option. And this numerical was simply formula based, and if you would have remembered your notes and formulas, then you would be able to solve this numerical. Now moving toward next numerical. This numerical is from current electricity, and this numerical you can say that this will be from easy to moderate level. This numerical is not that much tough. It is here written that this will be an easy region. Now what is numerical? First off, read the numerical and take out the given data, and further after that we will be solving it. In the given circuit, find I if the potential between A and B are equal. Potential at A and B are equal. So we are supposed to find current if potential of A and B are equal. Did you remember what is Wheatstone bridge? Did you remember what is Wheatstone bridge? It would be a circuit like this, which is having 5 resistors. I am trying to draw it. Let's say this is our Wheatstone bridge circuit, R1, R2, R3, R4. So we are having 4 resistors, and the 5th resistor will be passing through this. This will act as bridge, and if we are applying a potential difference from this side, and if this Wheatstone bridge is balanced, that is, what is a balanced Wheatstone bridge? If R3 multiplied by R1 would give R2 multiplied by R4, that is R1, R3 equals to R4, R2. So if R3 multiplied by R1 equals to R2 multiplied by R4, then this Wheatstone bridge will be balanced. So if this bridge is balanced, then what will happen? Then potential of these two ends will become same, and there from here we can say that current always flows from current always flows due to potential difference. And if there is no potential difference between these 2 points, then no current will flow from here. That's why we have given that potential of A and B are same. So if potential of A and B are same, then what we can say that from 50 ohm resistor there will be no current, and this is a balanced Wheatstone bridge. If this is a balanced Wheatstone bridge, what we can do that? From here we can see that, or we can say that 40 multiplied by 10. On comparing, we are getting R1 equals to 10, R2 equals to 20, R4 equals to R, and R3 equals to 40. Now putting the values, R1 is 10, R2, value of R2 is coming out to be 20, R4 is R, and R3, value of R3 is 40. On cross multiplying, we are getting R equals to 20 ohm. From here we are getting R equals to 20 ohm. So we are getting value of our resistance to be 20 ohm. So this will be 20 ohm. Now on further we can simplify this circuit, that this will be 10 ohm. In series with it, we will having a 20 ohm resistor. In parallel with it, we will be having R, which is coming out to be 20 ohm. And one more resistance, which is 40 ohm. And complete circuit is connected with 40 volt. Now we can say that on adding up series combinations, combinations are added directly. This will give 20, 10, 30 ohm. 20 and 40, these two will be added directly because both are in series. This will get 30 and 60. Now both are in parallel. You know how to add resistors in parallel. Those will be added in inverse, or we can say we are having a resistance of 30 ohm. We are having a second resistance of 60 ohm, and the whole setup is connected with a potential of 40 volts. This is 40 volts. Now add this resistance. Do you remember the formula? If R1 resistance and R2 resistance are connected in parallel, then we can say R equivalent will be R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. From here we can say our R equivalent will be 30 multiplied by 60 divided by 30 plus 60, it will be 90. Now we can divide 90 divided by 30, it will be 3 times, and 30 divided by 60, it will be 20. So we are getting R equivalent equals to 20 ohm. Our equivalent resistance will be 20 ohm and potential will be 40 volts. So what will be current from this circuit? We can get I equals to V upon R. Voltage is 40 volts and current is 20. So current is coming out to be 2 ampere. So what will be our most appropriate option? It will be 2 ampere. Now moving on to the third numerical, let's see what is our third numerical, which is, so this is our third numerical, which is based on bulk modulus, which is a topic of class 11th, and difficulty level is easy. It is an easy level numerical. Now first of all I will read the numerical and take the sufficient data out of it, and after applying formulas we can solve it easily. A cube of side 10 centimeter. So we are having a cube whose side is 10 centimeter. So this is a cube and whose side is 10 centimeter. Okay, so we have to look out after the units of the sides. It is 10 centimeter. So you can say that this is coming out to be 10 upon 100 meters, which is 10 raised to the power minus 1 meters. Because we have to put all the data in proper SI unit. Bulk modulus is coming out to be 1.4 into 10 raised to the power 11 Pascal, and subjected to a extra pressure of this much. So in this numerical they are saying that we are having a cube whose side is 10 centimeter, and if we are applying this much of pressure on top of it, then what will be change in volume of the cube. So as you know that if you are applying an additional pressure on some objects, then it can deform, or it can change its dimension, or it can change its volume. So from here with the help of formula we can directly say that bulk modulus is minus of P delta V upon V. So bulk modulus is, so you can say that bulk modulus is minus of P delta V upon V. From here now we will be putting directly data and solving it. So from here we are getting change in volume equals to so bulk modulus, it is a modulus which is directly related to volume stress upon volume strain. What is volume stress? Volume stress is force per unit area, which is directly pressure. Volume strain, strain is change in configuration upon actual configuration. Change in configuration is change in volume upon actual configuration is volume, and this is coming out to be bulk modulus. Generally in most of the books you will see a minus sign here, which shows that on increasing pressure volume will decrease. On increasing pressure volume will decrease. Now from here we can say that delta V is minus of PV upon bulk modulus. As you can say that delta V is negative, it says that if we are applying certain amount of pressure, then its volume will certainly decrease. But in the options we are seeing that all the options are in positive. So we have to only mark magnitudes. Now putting the values, pressure is 7 into 10 raised to the power 6 Pascal. Volume is, so we are having side of this cube 10 raised to the power minus 1 meter. Volume is cube of this side 10 raised to the power minus 1 the whole cube upon bulk modulus. Bulk modulus is 1.4 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 11. So on calculating this we can say that if we remove this point, then we will get a 10 here. 7 divided by 14, this will be 2. 10 by 2 we will get 5. So 5 into 10 raised to the power 6 and minus 3. 6 minus 3, 3. 10 raised to the power 11. Minus 11 plus 3, 10 raised to the power minus 8. 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 8. From here we can say that this is in SI unit. In SI unit you can say volume will be in meter cube, but options are in liters, milliliters. So we have to change our option correspondingly. So I can say that this will be 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 8 meter cube, and as you know that 1 meter cube equals to 1000 liters. From here we can get 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 8 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 3 liters, which will come out to be 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 5 liters. And if we change it into milliliters, then we will get 0.05 milliliter. So from here we can mark 0.05 milliliter, C option. So this was a nice numerical which was totally based on formula. This was totally formula based numerical. If you had read the your notes and remember the formulas, then you would have definitely solved it. Now moving to the next numerical. This numerical is from ray optics, and this is also of easy level. This is not that much difficult, but yes, we will get certainly some amount of calculation in this numerical. This will be a little bit time consuming. First of all, we will read the complete numerical, and we will try to do some diagrams, plot some diagrams, and get some numerical data, and after that we will be solving it. Find the focal length of a concave mirror. We are having concave mirror. Focal length of concave mirror is negative. Focal length will be negative. If the distance between object and image, distance is between object and image, and this is coming out to be 20 centimeter, and the magnification becomes 3. Okay, in concave mirror, I think there is some typo. This magnification should be minus of 3, not 3. This should be minus of 3. Okay, so first of all, we will try to understand that what will be our diagram. So I am drawing a concave mirror. As you know that if we are getting a magnified image, then definitely U will be less than V, because we can say that magnification is minus of V upon U. Magnification is minus of V by U. So if you are getting magnification of greater than 1, then from here you can interpret it that V will be greater than U in magnitude wise. So we are getting a magnification of minus 3. Now, so from here I can say that object will be closer to mirror, and its image will be farther. So this will be object's location, and this will be image location. I am taking distance of object from pole as X, distance of image from pole as Y. So with the help of magnification I can say that magnification of mine is minus of 3. So magnification will be minus 3, will be minus of what will be V. With proper sign we can say that it will be minus of Y. And what will be object distance? It will be minus of X. So minus and minus, this will be cancelled out, and this minus also would be cancelled out. We can say that 3x equals to y. So this is our image distance upon object distance. From the statement we can say the distance between object and image 20 centimeter. So what would be this distance? This distance would be y minus x. So y minus x will be 20 centimeters. This will be 20 centimeters. All the units are in centimeter. This is our first equation. This is our second equation. Now after putting y equals to 3x in second equation, what we will get? We will get 3x minus x equals to 20. From here I can say that 2x equals to 20, and from here x equals to 10. And x and y both are only magnitudes, but we have to put it with proper sign. So we can say that after applying mirror formula, 1 upon f equals to 1 upon v plus 1 upon u. So 1 upon focal length will be 1 upon image distance. Image distance is y, but with the help of proper sign we can say it is minus of y. So minus of y. Object distance, it is x, but with proper sign convention we will write it minus of x. Now from here, if x is 10, then what will be value of y? So with the help of equation 1, I can say that y equals to 3 times of x. So y would be 3 times of x, which is 10. So y would be 30. So 1 upon focal length will be minus 1 upon 30 and minus 1 upon 10. Now from here, making denominator common, I would multiply it by 3 and divide it by 3. Denominator is 30. Minus 3 minus 1 minus 4 divided by 30. So focal length would come out to be 30 divided by 4, and it will be of minus sign because we are having a concave mirror. So focal length is coming out to be minus of 15 by 2. What would be minus of 15 by 2? Minus 7.5 centimeter. Easy peasy. So A option would be correct. Now moving to the next numerical. So this numerical is from magnetic effect of current. This numerical is from magnetic effect of current. So from here, you can say that this numerical is composed of 3 different parts. This is a infinite wire. Sorry, semi-infinite wire. This is also a semi-infinite wire. And we are having a 3/4 of a circle. 3/4 of a circle. And direction of current is definitely anti-clockwise in this loop. This will be direction of current. At the center O, we have to calculate total magnetic field due to this loop and due to these wires. So as you know, due to a loop which is having an angle of, this is a loop, and if loop is making an angle of theta, let's say loop is making an angle of theta. So at the center of we will be having a magnetic field of mu naught upon 4 pi I upon r, and from here we will be putting angles in radian. So this is our first formula. And second, for infinite wires, or you can say that for line carrying current, if we are having 2 angles alpha and beta, alpha is angle subtended by wire at the top of it, beta is angle subtended by wire at bottom it. So if we are having 2 angles, then at this point we will be getting some amount of magnetic field, and that magnetic field will be mu naught upon 4 pi I upon r sine alpha plus sine beta. Okay, so if we are having a semi-infinite wire, then what will be alpha and beta? So if you are having a semi-infinite wire, then beta will become 0 and alpha will become 1. So in this case, beta will become 0 and alpha will become 1. And if you are having an infinite wire, then alpha will be 90 and beta will be 90. Both will be 90. So from here we can say that, so at this point, O point, for the calculation of entirely magnetic field, we can write mu naught upon 4 pi. Current will be I, and its radius is mentioned here, which is A. I upon A. And its angle will be, it is 3 times of pi by 2. So it will be 3 times of pi by 2. For this wire, you can say this wire is passing through that point. So that's why magnetic field due to this wire will be 0 at O. And due to this wire, we will have certainly some amount of magnetic field, which would come out to be mu naught upon 4 pi I upon A multiplied by 2. On taking common terms, we will get mu naught I upon 8 pi, mu naught I upon 8 pi. So this will upon A, this will be 3 pi plus 2. This would be 3 pi plus just. So this would be 2 by 2 here. So this will be 3 pi plus 2. So going with the options, direction of this current will be out of plane, and direction of this magnetic field also be out of plane. Both would be out of plane, so both will be added up and it will give k cap direction, mu naught I upon 8 pi A 3 pi plus 2. So our first option would be correct. This would be correct. Direction of magnetic field will be k cap, which will be perpendicular to the plane. So after it, our numericals of physics at end. After this, definitely different faculty will approach and they will be solving and discussing physics numericals also. But now we are having Himanshu sir and different chemistry faculty who will be discussing chemistry portions, and after that we will be continuing so on. So thank you students, let's study together and definitely rock your JEE examinations. Okay.
So good evening students. I hope so you all did very well in your today's exam, and all the best to all those students who will give their exam on tomorrow. So in chemistry part was easy as usual. So let's start with physical chemistry. So in physical chemistry part, let's start first question. The frequency of moving electron for single electron species in nth orbit is proportional to. This question is asked from atomic structure and it is from the easy part. So from this question, first we have to find frequency. For this frequency we have to find time period, and time period equal to distance upon velocity. So we get to know time period is directly proportional to radii and inversely proportional to velocity. And we will very well know radii of single electronic species is directly proportional to n square by z, and velocity of nth orbit for single electronic species is directly proportional to z by n. So if we put these values here, so we get to know n square by z and velocity z by n. So time period is directly proportional to n cube by z square. But sir, we have to know about the frequency, and we know very well frequency is inversely proportional to time period. So now frequency is directly proportional to z square and inversely proportional to n raised to power 3. So frequency is directly proportional to, we have to ask the frequency of moving electron for single electronic species in nth orbit is proportional to. So we get to know frequency is directly proportional to z square upon n cube. So here is the answer. Answer is z square upon n cube. So this is easy question, and it is asked from the atomic structure. So let's forward to the next question. Which is correct order of energy of following subshell? Correct order of energy of following subshell. So first we have to follow, for this question we have to follow Aufbau principle. We have to follow Aufbau principle, in which we will apply n plus L rule. For energy order we will apply n plus L rule. Those subshell which will have maximum value of n plus L rule, which will higher value of n plus L rule, according to n plus L rule, those subshell will get higher energy. So from 1s, n plus L value will be 1. Here n is principal quantum number and L is azimuthal quantum number. N is principal quantum number, those shows about the orbit number, and L here is it shows about the subshell. So for 1s, n plus L value is 1 plus 0, 1, and for 2s, n plus L value will be 2 plus 0 equal to 2, and for 3p value, n plus L value will be 3 plus 1 equal to 4, and for 3d subshell, n plus L value will be 3 plus 2 equal to 5. So for this, we got to know about the energy order. So those subshell which will have lower value of n plus L will get lower energy. So 1s will get lower energy, after that 2s, after that 3p, and after that 3d. So 1s will get lower energy and 3d will get higher energy in the subshell order. So now the answer is C. So this question is asked from, again, atomic structure, and it is also from the easy part. Simple question is asked from the atomic structure. So let's forward to the next question. This question is asked from the mole concept. 75% weight by weight concentrated HNO3 solution. For this we have to given density is given, is present. Find volume of this solution required to prepare a solution which contain 30 gram of HNO3. So we got to know about the weight by weight percentage here, and density of solution is also present here, and 30 gram HNO3. The mass of HNO3 is also present here, and we have to solve, we have to got to know about the value of volume of solution. So for this 75% weight by weight, from this we have to write, we will write about this 75 gram HNO3 is present, 75 gram HNO3 is present in 100 gram solution, 100 gram solution. So 30 gram HNO3, so 30 gram HNO3 will be present in, so we have to solve this 100 divided by 75 into 30. This is the value of mass of solution. This is the value of mass of solution. So for find the value of volume, and we will very well know density equal to mass upon volume, and density is given 1.25. So if we put the value of mass of solution here, 100 into 30 divided by 75, and volume of solution in ml. So from this, after calculation, we got to know about the volume of solution in ml. So let's start the calculation. 75 into 1.25 divided by 100 into 30 divided by 75 into 1.25. So after that calculation, we got to know 40 divided by 1.25, and after solving this, we got to know 32 ml of volume of solution. So this question is asked from mole concept, again the easy part, but from the calculation part it will keep in the medium section. So let's forward to the next question. In the next question, for the following elementary reaction, this question is asked from chemical kinetics. So for the following elementary reaction, A plus B gives C plus D. If volume is reduced to 1/3 of initial volume, 1/3 of initial volume, then rate of reaction will be. So in this question already we have given elementary reaction. So for the elementary reaction, rate is directly proportional to the molar concentration of reactant, and the stoichiometric coefficient of reactant will have to raise in the power. So if volume is reduced to 1/3, and we will very well know concentration depends on volume. If volume is reduced to 1/3, if volume is reduced to 1/3 part, then concentration will be 3 times of original concentration. 3 times of original concentration. So now we will put concentration of A 3A times and concentration of B 3B times. So now rate will be, so new rate will be 9 times of from the initial rate. So new rate will be 9 times. So new rate will be 9 times from the initial rate. So this question is asked from the chemical kinetics, and it is also from the easy section. So this will, I think, chemistry part, physical chemistry part is ending here, and here atomic structure, mole concept and chemical kinetics section part was given. So all the best to all those students who will give their exams on tomorrow. So for the inorganic chemistry, I will ask and I will request to the Surya sir, let's come.
Okay. Good evening, dear students. We will discuss inorganic questions. Today, second shift JEE Mains questions. So we will start. First question: consider the following oxide V2O3, V2O4, and V2O5 change in oxidation state of vanadium when amphoteric oxide react with acid. In which only V2O5 is amphoteric oxide, which is changed into VO2 plus. So we can see that the oxidation state of vanadium is +5, and here also the oxidation state of vanadium is +5. So change will be 0. So option C will be correct. So this was easy question. Okay, second, which of the following has maximum oxidizing power among them? So it was very easy question. We all know MnO4 minus have the maximum oxidizing power. So question number third, total number of paramagnetic species among the following are. So we can write the MOT diagram of O2. Okay, sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, and sigma 2pz, pi 2px, pi 2py, and pi star 2px, pi star 2py, and sigma star 2pz. है ना? This is the MO diagram of O2. So, total 16 electron present in O2 molecule. Okay. है ना? So, there is 2 unpaired electron. So, those compound which have unpaired electron is paramagnetic in nature. It means O2 is paramagnetic. If we remove one electron, है ना? O2 plus, if we remove one electron, then there is also a one unpaired electron. It means O2 plus is also a paramagnetic, है ना? Okay. If we add one electron, O2 minus, है ना? Then there will be one unpaired electron also present. It means O2 minus is also a paramagnetic. Okay. Okay. NO2, we know that NO2 is odd electron species. है ना? If it is odd electron species, that means it has one unpaired electron, so it is also a paramagnetic. NO is also a odd electron species, so NO is also paramagnetic. है ना? Ca have 14 electron, है ना? 6 plus, sorry, ah, 1 second. 6 plus 8 equal to 14, so it is diamagnetic, है ना? तो only CO is diamagnetic, है ना? Other are paramagnetic in nature. So answer will be 5, है ना? 5 species have paramagnetic nature, है ना? So total number of paramagnetic compound is 5, है ना? Okay. How many of the following molecule are polar? है? CH4 is perfect tetrahedral, so dipole moment is 0, है ना? CCl4 also a perfect tetrahedral, so dipole moment is 0. H2O, it have some dipole, है ना? It means that is non-polar, है ना? It is also have the dipole moment 0, so it is also a non-polar, है ना? And it have dipole moment, so it is polar compound, and so it is non-polar, and CH2Cl2. It is a not perfect tetrahedral, so it have some dipole moment. Okay, so dipole moment not equal to 0. Huh? So it is also a polar molecule, है ना? Okay. So let's see NH3. है ना? It has also a dipole moment. So overall dipole is not 0. So it is also a polar molecule. Huh? Okay. H2O2 is also a polar, है ना? And O2F2, है ना? It has the open book structure, so dipole moment not equal to 0. It means H2O2 is polar, O2F2 is polar. So total polar molecule is 5, है ना? So total 5 molecules are polar, है ना? So total number of polar molecule are 5. हाँ. Okay. So now I will ask for organic chemistry.
Good evening, students. Today paper was easy to moderate level. Here are some questions which I am going to mention. First, in that case, alkyne is mentioned. When alkyne undergoes reduction using Lindlar catalyst, it can produce alkene. Further, alkene undergoes ozonolysis. It can produce ozonide compound like COH, H. After that, in presence of zinc in water, it can show reductive ozonolysis. It can produce simply two aldehyde. Which one? CS3CHO. Another one is HCHO. So in that question, A is nothing but the alkene, B is nothing but the aldehyde, and C1 is nothing but the again aldehyde. The compound of the name is ethanol. First compound is C compound is methanol, and A is nothing but the alkene. In second problem, among the following, how many will give benzoic acid on oxidation with KMnO4? Here are just we have to check alpha hydrogen. In first case, there are 3 alpha hydrogen, so it can easily produce benzoic acid. In second case, there are 2 alpha hydrogen. It can again produce benzoic acid. In next case, again there will be 1 alpha hydrogen. It can again produce benzoic acid. So first, second, third, all can produce benzoic acid, but in next case there are no alpha H present, so it cannot produce benzoic acid. Same in that case, 2 alpha H are mentioned, so it can again produce benzoic acid. In that case, again 1 alpha H are mentioned, it can again produce benzoic acid. In that case, there is no alpha H, so it cannot produce any benzoic acid. In last case, there will be 3 alpha hydrogen. Here also 3 alpha hydrogen, but it can produce some other compound rather than benzoic acid. So here answer will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Next question. Okay, so simple. In that case, we have to show addition reaction using Marconic rule. So according to the Marconic rule, the negative part goes to that carbon which contains less number of hydrogen. Apart from that, it can also form carbocation, which is the most stable because of benzylic in nature. That is why it can form Cl. After that, AgCN, as we know, AgCN are covalent in nature. That is why it can form isocyanide. N will be attacked in that place. So it can produce NC, isocyanide type of compound. We have to just remember AgCN are covalent compound. If in that case, in next question, there are statement 1, a cyclopentane given. Apart from that, alkene also given. Are ring chain isomers? Obviously yes. Alkene and cycloalkane both are ring chain type of isomers. So if we count the number of carbon, here are 5 carbon, in that case 6 carbon, C6H will be obviously 12. Also in that case C6H12. So molecular formula is same, cyclic structures are given, therefore the compounds are ring chain isomers. They both can show ring chain isomers. Statement number 2, in that case primary amine mentioned, while in second case secondary amine mentioned. And as we know, primary secondary, tertiary amines both can show, all can show functional isomers. So that is why both the statements are correct. Statement number 1 and statement 2 both are correct. Next question. Again, KOH plus ethylene, KOH and ethanol is mentioned. It means elimination reaction takes place. Or in elimination reaction, just we have to remove bromine and we have to form more stable alkene. So in that case, this alpha H will be removed and it can form this type of alkene. Since stereocenter is not mentioned, that is why I am just writing E or Z type of isomers. Now it's time to inform other faculties.
Hello everyone, I am Nitesh Kumar and I hope your exam went well and you have discussed few of your maths question and now we will move few other questions and you have must seen these questions somewhere your materials or some either type of questions. So now move on to the first questions. So in this question we have given a matrix A and then matrix P and there is a relation B and P and A and we have to find the value of X. So for the value of X we have to find, we have to simplify this relation. So if I see the matrix P is a orthogonal matrix and you must have know the orthogonal matrix is a matrix where the multiplication of matrix and its transpose will be an identity matrix. Okay, it is clear. Now if I see the value of X depends on P, B and P to the power T. So now we will put the value of B as a PA transpose of P and this will be multiplied 10 times and so on, and this is P of T. Now sorry, there is a correction in this question. Here should be transpose of P and this should be P. There is a correction in this question. This should be transpose of P in starting and in the ending it should be P. So if I correct this here as well, so what I see, this will be P. If I see the P transpose and P, the multiplication of P transpose and P will be I and this will be A and here this will be I and A and this will be I, which is identity matrix and will continue 10 times. Okay, and in ending we will have a transpose of P and P, so this will also become an identity matrix. Now the A is how many times multiplied? This will be multiplied 10 times. So now the value of X will be A to the power 10. So now we have to find the matrix A to the power 10. We have to multiply this matrix A 10 times. So now as we find the A square, so we will get a pattern. Okay, so this will be minus ka 2, 0, 1 and this will be multiplied with 1 by root 2 minus ka 2, 0 and 1. If I multiply, this will be 1 by 2 and this will be minus ka root 2 and then plus ka 0 and this will be 0 plus 0 and this will be 1. So now we will get 1 by 2 minus root 2, 0 and 1. Okay, now if we move to the a cube. So this will be a square into a. So the value of a square is 1 by 2 minus root 2 0 1, and this is 1 by root 2 minus 2 0 and 1. Okay. Now we will multiply both matrices. So now we will get 1 by 2 into 1 by root 2 plus 0, and this will be minus 1 and plus 0. Sorry, this will be minus 1 and minus root 2, and this will be 0 and this will be 1. Okay. Now if I see, this will be 2 to the power, sorry, this will be 1 by root 2 the cube, and this will be 0 1 and minus 1 minus root 2. So if I see, the pattern is 4a square, sorry, 4a square, here we will have root 2 the square, and 4a cube we will have 1 by root 2 ka cube. So now if I find the value of a10, so this will become 1 by root to the power 10, this will be 0 1 and minus 10, this will be minus 10 and minus root 2. So now this is the value of a10. So we have observed the pattern in multiplication of a. So this is a square, and again we will find a cube, and next a to the power 4. So we will get a pattern in the elements of matrices. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now move on to the next question. So in this question we have a multiplication of sin A and sin B, and you have must seen, if in denominator we have sin A, sin B, so we have to form a telescoping series. Okay, and for telescoping series we have to multiply and divide by sin A minus B in numerator and sin A minus B in denominator. This will be sin A, sin B. Now A is pi by 4 plus r pi by 6, and the B is pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6. If I subtract both the values, we will get the constant value as pi by 6. So now sin pi by 6 will be 1 by 2, that will become 2. Now we will use the sin C minus ka sin D. So this will become pi by 4 plus r pi upon 6 minus, this will be pi by 4 plus r minus 1 into pi by 6. And in denominator we will have sin pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6 into sin pi by 4 plus r pi by 6. I hope it is clear. And the limit is 1 to 13. Okay. Now we use the formula of sin A minus B, which will be, I will using the value of A and B for these angles. So this will become sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. I hope it is clear. So this will be sin A sin B. Now we will divide separately. So this will become cot B minus cot A. So now we will put the value of A and B in form of r and pi by 4 and pi by 6. So this will become cot pi by 4 plus r minus 1 pi by 6 and minus cot pi by 4 plus r pi by 6. So now we have to put the value of limits, which is r. Okay, so we will put the value of r as 1. So we will get, this will become 0 and we will get only pi by 4, and this will become pi by 4 plus pi by 6. So now we put the limit. So this will become cot pi by 4 minus cot pi by 4 plus pi by 6. I hope it is clear. Now for r equals to 2, we will get cot pi by 4 plus, this will be pi by 6. Now this is cot pi by 4 plus this will be 2 pi by 6, and we will continue so and for the value of r equals to 30. So this will become cot pi by 4 minus 12 pi by 6 and minus cot pi by 4 plus 13 pi by 6. And if I see, these value will be cancel out, okay, and we will remaining with the value of cot pi by 4 and cot pi by 4 plus 13 pi by 6. So sorry, there will be 2 as well before the sigma, okay. Here we will get 2 in multiplication, okay. So now what we will have cot pi by 4 as 1 minus, and the value of this angle will become 5 pi by 12, okay, and we will get the value of cot 5 pi by 12 will be 2 minus ka root 3. So if I simplify this, so 1 minus 2 plus root 3, so this will be 2 root 3 minus 2. So option B will be correct answer, okay. I hope it is clear. So we have to use the value of sin A, sin B, and we have to form telescoping series where few terms will be cancelled out and we will remaining with the first term and last term, okay. Now move on to the third question. See the third question. In this question what we have to find? We have to find the probability. What we have to find? We have to find the probability, okay. So for what we have to find the probability? Here we have to find the probabilities of words where vowels are not together, okay. So the formula of probability is this is favorable outcomes upon total outcomes, favorable outcomes upon total outcomes, okay. तो यहाँ पे so here we have to find total outcomes. So total outcomes will be arrangement of letters of garden, okay. So that will be root 6. Why root 6? There are 6 letters and their arrangement will be 6 factorials, okay. And for favorable outcomes we have to find the arrangement of vowels are not together. So here we have arranged consonant only, okay, which will be arranged by 4 factorial, and we have to arrange these vowels in group, these vowels will be arranged in gaps, okay. So here we have 5 gaps and here we have to select only 2 gaps for A and E, and we have to arrange these vowels as factorial 2. So now this will be 24 into 10 into 2, which will be 480. So the favorable outcomes are 480. The probability is 480 upon 720. So the final answer will be 2 by 3. Okay, so option A is correct. Okay, I hope you have understand this question. Now move on to the fourth question. So this question is from complex number and we have given an equation in complex coefficient form. Okay, so let's start with solution part. So here the quadratic equation is okay. So here we have given the roots as alpha plus iota beta, and the second root is alpha gamma plus iota delta. Okay, now we have to find the roots of the given quadratic equation, which will be as minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac. This will be plus 2 iota minus 2 divided by 2. Okay, I hope clear. 3 minus 2 iota plus minus, this will be 9, this will be plus 2 iota square, which will be minus ka 4. and this will be 12 iota, and this will be 8 iota minus 8 divided by 2. Now this will be 3 minus 2 iota plus minus, this will be 9 minus 4, 4 minus 8, sorry, 9 minus 4 will be 5, and minus 8 will be minus ka 3 and minus 4 iota divided by 2. Now there is a square root of an complex number. Okay, so we know the square root of complex number will be find by assuming this as an complex number. Okay, and we have to square both sides. After squaring, we will get x square minus y square plus iota 2xy. Okay, so the real part is x square minus y square is minus 3, and then xy is minus ka 2. Okay, now we have to find the value of x and y. So here we have to find a relation as x square plus y square is equals to x square minus y square to the whole power 2 plus 4x square y square. Okay, so now we will get the value of x square plus y square is 9 plus 16, that will be 5. So here the value of x square plus y square is 5, and this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. After solving these two equations, we will get the value of x and y. So by adding these equation, we will get 2x square equals to 2. So the value of x square is 1. So the value of x is plus minus 1. Okay, now we will put the value of x square as 1, so y square will be 4. So y square equals to 4, so y will be plus minus 2. And there are 4 pairs, okay, which will be x equals to 1, y equals to 2, x equals to 1, y equals to minus 2, x equals to minus 1, y equals to 2, and x equals to minus 1, y equals to minus 2. But here we have to find only those values which will satisfy x, y equals to minus 2. So now the value of x, y will be either this pair or this pair. Okay, so now the value of x equals to y and y equals to minus 2. If I take this pair, we will get both the roots. Okay, so I am taking this value as minus 3 minus 4 as x minus 2 iota. Now we will go with the value of x. So there are two values. The first one is 3 minus 2 iota plus minus 1 minus 2 iota by 2. Okay, so the first value is 3 minus 2 iota plus 1 minus 2 iota by 2, and the second is 3 minus 2 iota minus 1 plus 2 iota by 2. Okay, and the value is 1, and here the value is 2 minus iota. So I compare these roots as a alpha plus iota beta, and the second one as alpha gamma plus iota delta. Okay, so if I compare, alpha gamma will be 1 and delta will be 0, and here alpha is 2 and beta is minus 1. So what we have to find? We have to find the value of alpha gamma. Alpha gamma is 1, and the value of beta delta. So beta delta will be 0. Beta delta is 0 and alpha gamma is 1. So the summation of these two values will be 1. So this is our final answer. So these 4 questions were already formula based questions. Now physics faculty will discuss your physics questions.
Thank you, Nitesh sir. start. करूँ start? Okay. Hello everyone, good evening all of you. How are you all? I hope you rocked today's examination and we are expecting good ranks from all of you. Okay, so recently I got some new questions from my student. So let us discuss these questions and I will be discussing some questions of the physics and myself, Rishi Rajliwal, will be discussing this physics question. Okay, so let us see this question. This question, I want to tell you, this question directly comes from my daily notes. Okay. So those students who read it properly, they already know the answer. Okay, so let us just discuss this question. So what they are saying in this question, firstly we read this question. In this question they are saying an equilateral triangle frame of side L, each carrying current I, find the magnetic field at the center of this equilateral triangle. Okay, so in this question this equilateral triangle is given. Okay, let us suppose this current is moving like that. This is already given. Okay, this side length of this triangle is given as what? L. It is mentioned in the question. Okay, this side length is L. Okay, now what we have to find? We have to find the value of what? Magnetic field at the center of this triangle. Let us suppose the center of this triangle is what? O. Okay, so we know that what is the formula of magnetic field produced by the current carrying conductor? That is given by what? That is V equal to mu naught I by 4 pi r into sine alpha plus sine beta. Okay, yes or no? I hope you remember this formula. So you are able to see that this is equilateral triangle. So the length of each wire, this one and this one, they all are same. Okay, now let us divide this triangle into the 3 current carrying wires. That is first wire, this is second wire, and this is your third wire. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now we are finding first the direction of magnetic field produced by each of the wire. Okay, so for first wire we know that how to find the direction of magnetic field due to the current carrying conductor. We have to put our thumb in the direction of current, then the direction in which the finger will tangentially moves, or this palm will directing, that will give you the direction of what? Magnetic field. So from the first conductor it is directed inside the page, yes or no? Yes. For the second conductor, if we are putting our thumb in the direction of current and I am placing the palm at the point, so this again it is moving inside the page, yes. Now what about third conductor? So if I will put my thumb in the direction of current and palm in the direction of distance of that point, so again this fingers are directed towards inside the page. Is that clear? So that means we can say that the magnetic field produced by all these 3 wires at the center is what? Inside the page. Yes or no? So that means we can say that the magnetic field produced by each of the wire is what? Inside the page. Okay, and you are able to see that all the wires are of same length. Okay, and the current flowing in each of them is what? That is also same. And what is this R? You know that in this formula this is mu naught by 4 pi, which is constant, and I is the amount of current flow through the wire, and R is what? R is the perpendicular distance from the wire. So you can see that this is your R. Okay, so in the triangle we can see that this perpendicular distance from the wire is what? For all the 3 wires, that is what? Same. Okay, so can I say that the magnetic field produced by each of the wire will be what? Same. Yes. So let us take the magnetic field produced by first wire is what? B. So the magnetic field produced by the second wire is also B, and third wire is also B. So we can say that the net magnetic field produced by this wire, which is in the shape of equilateral triangle, will be equal to what? That is 3 times of magnetic field produced by each wire. Okay, So we can write it as what? That is 3 into, B is the magnetic field produced by the each of the wire, that is first one, second one and third one. So they are in the same direction, so we can add up directly. Okay, so that's why I am writing here as what? 3B. So this 3 into, the value of B is what? That is mu naught I upon 4 pi R. I am just writing this R, then we will discuss how to find this R. Okay, so this is your R into sine alpha plus sine beta. Okay, so now we are discussing about the value, how to find the value of alpha and beta. Okay, so for that I am completing this triangle. You know that this is equilateral triangle. Okay, so each side is subtending the angle of 120 degree at the center. Okay, so you can see that here this total angle is 120 degree. So this angle will be what? 60 degree, and this angle will also be 60 degree. Okay, so we are able to see that this angle is alpha and this angle is our beta. So the value of alpha, that will be equal to beta, that is equal to what? 60 degree. Okay, now what is our next task? We have to find the value of this R. Okay, so how to find this perpendicular distance? Okay, so for that let us take some small triangle here. Okay, you are able to see that this angle is what? 60 degree. This is R, which we have to find. Okay, and it is what? It is a perpendicular. It is perpendicular distance. R is what? Perpendicular. So we can say that it is a perpendicular bisector. So we know that this total length is what? L. So this half of it is what? That is L by 2. Okay, now this is for this angle 60 degree. This opposite side to the angle is what? That is perpendicular, and this is base. So can I use trigonometry to solve this? So this will be what? I can use this tan. So tan theta, or in this case that is theta is 60. So tan theta is what? That is perpendicular upon base. Okay, so tan 60 is what? That is root 3. That is equal to L by 2R. So we have to find the value of R. So that will be equal to L upon, this will be 2 root 3. Okay, so students, you should remember this value directly because it is very useful and it is commonly used in physics. Okay, so this R equal to what? That is L upon 2 root 3. Now we have alpha, we have beta, and we also have the value of R. Now what is our next task? We have to put all these values. Okay, so we will get this value of this B net, that will be equal to 3 into mu naught I upon 4 pi. Now I can put the value of R as L upon 2 root 3 into sine 60 plus sine 60. Okay, so this will be equal to what? This is your 3 into mu naught I upon 4 pi L. This 2 root 3 will be come to the numerator side, and we know that what is the value of sine 60? That is root 3 by 2, and this is also root 3 by 2. So I can write directly this root 3 by 2 plus root 3 by 2, that will be 2 root 3 by 2. Okay, so this 2 and 2 will be cancelled out. Okay, and this 2 and this 2 will also be cancelled out, and this root 3 into root 3 will be what? 3, and 3 3s are 9. So this will be what? That is 9 mu naught into I upon 2 pi L. Okay, so this will be your answer. So which of the following option is correct? So I found this is option C. So the correct option to this question is what? Option number C. Okay, now let us discuss another question. Okay, let us see this question. So in this question they are saying velocity versus time graph of a particle moving along x-axis is plotted as shown. The distance traveled by the particle in the interval from t equal to 0 second to t equal to 4 second will be. Okay, so I hope all of you know that what the area of velocity time graph represents. So the area of velocity time graph represents the value of what? Displacement. Yes or no? Okay, and we know that if the direction of velocity is same, it will not change. So the magnitude of displacement and distance both are what? Same. Okay, so with the help of this velocity time graph, what we are able to find? Firstly, we are able to find the area of this velocity time graph. Then this, in this case, the value of velocity time graph, the area of velocity time graph gives the value of what? Displacement, and in this case you are able to see that velocity is positive everywhere. Okay, so that means velocity do not changes its direction, it only changes its magnitude. You can see that here the velocity increases, then constant, then decreases, but it is not changing the direction. So that means from here we are getting the value of displacement, and in this case the value of displacement will be equal to what? Distance traveled by the object. Okay. Now let us find out the area under the curve of this velocity time graph from time interval t equal to 0 to t equal to 4 seconds. Okay. So now I am shaded this region. So we require only this area. Are you able to get it? Okay. So what is this? What is the shape of this area? It is a kind of a trapezium. So we know that what is the formula of area of trapezium? That is equal to half into sum of parallel side into distance between parallel sides. Okay, and this distance is what? Perpendicular distance between two parallel sides. Okay, so this will be your half into sum of parallel sides. So what are the parallel sides here? This one and this one. Okay, so what is the length of this parallel side? This is what? I think this is 10. This is 10. Okay, this is misprint here. So this is your what? Velocity is 10 meter per second. So you are able to see that the length of this side is what? This is 4 minus 2, that is 2. So this length is 2. Okay, and this we have to find the distance only from t equal to 0 to t equal to 4 seconds. Because of that, I am finding the area from t equal to 0 to t equal to 4 seconds, not the whole area. Okay, so that is important. Okay, because most of the students generally they are in hurry, so they calculate the whole area. Okay, but they are asking only about from distance traveled by the particle from t equal to 0 to t equal to 4 seconds. Okay, so this will be equal to half into sum of bases, that is 2 plus other one is what? 0 to 4 into perpendicular distance between this parallel side. So first parallel side is this and second one is this. So what is the distance between them? You are able to see that this is equal to this y coordinate. So this is what? That is 10. Okay. So you can see that this 2 and this is your 5. Okay, so 4 plus 2 is 6 into 5. 6 5s are 30. Okay, so 30 meter is your answer. So in this case, this area representing displacement, and in this case that is equal to distance travel. Okay, here distance and displacement both are same. I hope you got this question. Okay, now I want to invite my friend Nitesh sir for the further discussion. Thank you all of you.
Good evening, student. This is a new question for you. What is question? Look here. Question is saying mass m and radius r of a planet is related with mass me and radius re of Earth, as me is equal to 8 mp and re is equal to 2 rp. If v is equal to 11.2 kilometer per second, then find escape velocity of planet. Means here in the question, student, what is given? The radius of planet is related with the radius of Earth. Okay, and this is the mass of Earth, which is related with the mass of planet. Means mass of the Earth is given in the term of mass of planet, and the radius of Earth is given in the term of radius of planet. Okay, and we have to find out the escape velocity of planet, where the escape velocity of Earth is given, that is equal to 11.2 kilometer per second. Okay, so what we know? We know that the escape velocity v is equal to 2 capital G me upon this will be re, under root v is equal to 2 capital G me upon re. This is the escape velocity. So this is the escape velocity of Earth, and what will be escape velocity for planet? This will be equal to Vp will be equal to 2 capital G mass of planet upon this will be radius of planet, and this will be under root. Okay, we have to find out the escape velocity of planet. So I am dividing Vp upon Ve. That is, you can say it is equation number 2, it is equation number 1. Means dividing the equation number 2 by equation number 1, we get what we get? We are getting Vp upon V, and this will be equal to, if we will divide, then this will be equal to Mp, that is the mass of planet, into radius of Earth, Re, and divide by this will be equal to mass of Earth into radius of this will be planet. Okay, and here we have to put the value. What is the mass of planet given? Mass of Earth is given. Here mass of Earth is given. Here I am writing Mp into Re, and this will be mass of Earth is what? Mass of Earth is given is equal to 8 mass of planet, 8 times the mass of planet. So I am writing here 8 into mass of planet. Okay, and this will be your radius of planet. And now here one value we have to put also, that is the radius of Earth. Radius of Earth is how much? 2 times the radius of planet. So this will be equal to Vp upon Ve, and this will be equal to Mp, that is the mass of planet, into radius of planet. Radius of Earth is how much? 2 times radius of planet, and this will be 8 into mass of planet into this will be radius of planet, and this will be under root. Mp se Mp will be cancel out, and this Rp cancel out, and this will be 4. Means if we take the square root of 1 by 4, this becomes 1 by 2. Means here the velocity of planet divided by velocity of Earth, this is equal to 1 by 2. So here we get the velocity of planet is equal to velocity of Earth, that is the escape velocity of Earth, divided by 2. And this is how much? Tell me. 11.2. So 11.2 upon 2, this will be equal to 5.6 kilometer per second. Okay, kilometer per second. So it is the answer of this question. Now the next question is, look here, next question is given here, and we have to match. Okay, select the correct match for the dimension. Means we have to match the column 1 to column 2. In column 1, given the first physical quantity is angular momentum, second one is the force, third one is the energy, and fourth one is the pressure. So we calculate the dimension one by one. I am writing here angular momentum. Look, angular momentum. So what will be dimension for angular momentum? Angular momentum is how much? MVR, and this will be equal to, I am writing here firstly the unit, kilogram meter is second to the power minus 1, and this will be your meter. So this will be equal to mL2 t k power minus 1. Okay, means the angular momentum has dimension that is equal to mL2 t k power minus t to the power minus 1. Okay, now the second one is the force. Second one is the force. Force is equal to mass into acceleration, and this will be equal to kilogram meter kg meter s to the power minus 2, and this will be equal to, student, ml t to the power minus 2, right? The third one is energy. Energy is what? Work, that is equal to force into displacement, and this will be equal to, we have the unit for the force, so I am writing here kilogram meter s to the power minus 2, and what is the dimension for this displacement? That is the meter. So we have the dimension for energy, that is equal to ml 2 t to the power minus 2, and the last one is, student, that is the pressure. So here the pressure will be equal to force upon this will be your area, and we have the dimension, we have the unit for the force, that is kilogram meter s to the power minus 2. So this will be equal to kg m to the power minus 1, and this will be your s to the power minus 2. So its dimension will be equal to ml minus 1, and t to the power minus 2. So we have the dimension of these all for physical quantity. Angular momentum has dimension ml to t to the power minus 1. So let us match it. Angular momentum has dimension means this one. Okay. Now force has dimension ml t to the power minus 2, ml t to the power minus 2 means force will have this match. Energy has dimension ml to t to the power minus 2. Okay, so this will be match, and the pressure will be ml minus 1 t to the power minus 2. Okay, so it is a match of this question. Okay, student, now I will invite my new physics faculty. He will deliver the next solution of the question. Okay.
Good evening, dear students. So I hope you may be feeling sleepy right now. It's a bit late, but finally I got some more questions from the paper. So let us see some more question. I hope all of you did well in the paper, and all the best to you all. Let's see the question. The first one is simply a basic question from your NCERT. If you see, which of the following is not explained by the wave theory? Which of the following is not explained by the wave theory? If you recall, the first three options, reflection, refraction and diffraction, we already have done all these topics in the regular course. So we know, yes, we can explain this three phenomena, sorry. So the answer will be, of course, the Compton effect. It's a simply direct straight away question. No need to spend even a single minute. So let us move to the next question. See, the question is find the energy density of capacitor. If you recall the formula for energy density, so if I say energy density will be, can I say it, this is half epsilon naught E square. Can you see we already have given the potential difference 20 volt and the distance is 1 micrometer. If I see, so we already have the value of epsilon naught, right? So we need the field. Now, can I write this field equal to simply delta V by D? Now let's check it. Delta V is 20 upon D is 1 into 10 to power minus 6. This is E. Now putting in the formula, what I got, energy density will be half epsilon naught, which is 8.85 into 10 to power minus 12 into E square. E square means what? Can I say it will be V by D whole square? So finally, if you calculate, you will get a half 8.85 into 10 to power minus 12 into 20 by 1 into 10 to power minus 6. Now square it. So let us calculate what you got. Let's check it. This will be 10 to power minus 12, so this cancelled, and you have the answer as 8.85 into 10 to power minus 6 into, if you see 400 by 2, that is 200. So finally what you got? It will be minus 4, and we got, what you finally got? 8 half epsilon naught E square, correct. So this D will be 1 micrometer, correct. So what we are getting, 8.8 means 17 point, if you see this, it will be 0.7 this into 10 to power minus 12. Is that okay? So half epsilon naught E square. If it comes up, it will be 10 to power minus 6, 10 to power minus 12. Yeah, correct. It will be this one only. Is that okay? Half epsilon naught. Let's check once again the calculation part, because this is fine. So delta V by D will be, D is 1 micrometer, 10 to the power minus 6. V by D, fine. 400 by 1, 10 to the power minus 6. So finally you got, and this 2 will be cancelled. So 400 by 2, that's 200 into 10 to the power minus 12, and here also minus 12. So 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 4. This is what we are getting. Is that okay? I hope this is fine. Next. Work required to rotate a dipole by 180 degree. X joule, then X. Find X. It's, I think, integer type. So what we have? This is direct result again. Can I say work done in this case will be 2 times PE? We have a direct result for this. P is given. What's the value of P given? P is 6 into 10 to power minus 6 into, let's say, multiply by 2 into E is 10 to power 6, which is giving you 12 joule. I think this is again integer type. Straight away question. These are so basic questions, straight away from the formula. Just you have to take care of the calculation part. So, dear students, this is all we could collect the papers till now. And thank you all once again. Really, it's a great pleasure to discuss all these questions. Thank you all the best. Hope for best. Wish you all the best in your paper, and those who are about to write the papers in the coming days, again, big all the best to all of you. That's all. Thank you.